Generic greetings! In the previous episode, we messed around with this steel area, and that's pretty much all we did. And like I said, it was a fairly big task, and something that was really starting to drag by the end, so I do apologise for that, but it's a very worthy thing, and we're pretty much sorted. Now, as you can see, we're generating I don't know how much. I haven't calculated how much more steel, but I would say we're generating... Hang on. Well, we only had 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1, 2, 3. We're generating 3 times the amount of steel, or 4 times the amount of steel, I think, than what we were producing before, which is good, and it's all reliable and working. The slight problem is that we're not really storing enough electricity, so at night, because of the extra furnaces that we have, for example, let's have a look, 72 electric furnaces is what we have, we pretty much kill the factory overnight, so that's something we need to resolve. But we have another problem, and the problem is biters, and it's been a problem since day one, really, and we've always been thinking about it, hence the wall all the way around here and the defenses, but it's getting more and more of an issue, so we do need to resolve that. So what I'm going to do in this episode is mess around with petroleum, because when I say mess around, I don't mean play. Do not play or mess around with petroleum, petrol, etc. or chemicals. Just don't mess around with them. They are dangerous, or can be dangerous. But yes, I need to sort this out. I need to pretty much generate from light oil. I need to crack this light oil down to petroleum gas, and then that allows us to make more batteries and more plastics. And we also need to get explosives. Hang on, there's a bit more research being completed. What do we want to go for? We haven't got concrete, but I don't really care for concrete. I don't really need it. Well, we haven't got personal laser defense. I know a lot of people have been saying we should make like combat robots and stuff, but we haven't really. I'm going to go for the tanky. I really want to. I want to make more tank stuff. Military 4 would be good. Bullet damage would be quite good. I think we'll go for bullet damage. Yes, because we obviously will be using bullets in the tank. But yeah, we need to sort this area out. We need to get some explosives, because explosives eventually will give you... Hang on. Where are they? It's in here. Them. Cannon shells, which we need for the tank. So let's crack on with this right now. So, first things first, we need to create... what do you need to make explosives? Explosives, you need sulfur and coal. For sulfur, you need to produce... well, you need petroleum gas. So that's pretty much what we're going to be making. So, let's get on with that one. So we know a chemical plant, we need to make a lot of them. So I'm going to just set this going. I think we want a total of 10 chemical plants. I think that should do us quite nicely. I don't have any in my pocket. So we'll make 10 chemical plants, and then I think we'll use probably 6 of these just to turn the light oil into petroleum gas. We'll probably do the same thing for the heavy oil, but we'll see how it goes, and we can turn them on and off as need be. I think I'll probably put 4 in for the time being. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to sling one down and then say light oil cracking to petroleum gas. You can see that it requires water, and it requires... Sorry, it requires water and requires light oil. So what we're probably going to have to do is pull that up, and we'll have it going 1 and then 2, and then spin it round 3, and then 1 next to it maybe? I think we'll try. Hang on, we'll just connect all these up. There we go. And then 4. Alright. So that is turning light oil and water into petroleum gas. So, pipe work. We'll need a pipe going in and then out. And then what I want to do is create... Actually, I want to stop all of that. I want to just create loads of pipe. Just put loads of pipe in the queue while that's sorting that out. So they're connecting up to there. That's going to be run straight across like so. Right? Like that. And then we'll have a underground. Do we really need an underground like that? It means we can walk between them. So yes, we do. We definitely want that. Right. So we also need to have underground and then underground. Hang on. Let me make sure we get this right. And then connect that up to there, connect that up to there. Alright. And then same thing on this side. Need to have some more pipe to ground. In there, then out. You know what? Having it span round like that might seem like a quick fix, but it doesn't work. It's more annoying than it's worth. Let's just pull these up, and we'll do it from one side. So in there, out there, and then in there, out there. connecting these up like so. I actually really want to move that along by 1. Or do I? Oh, I think it was fine where it was. Alright. And we haven't got any water. Where's the nearest water supply? Over this side here. So we could take the water from there. Or is the best way running it again like so? I think it might be. There we go. And the water can come probably up there to there. To there. Did that connect to that? It did. I don't want that at all. This is the problem with running a lot of pipe underground and such. So that's water going into that. And also light oil. And then coming out of this, we need to have in and then out. We'll connect up this side. In and out. And then that. Okay, so that should, if I just connect this up, crack, light oil. Oh, no. Now it should do. There we go. That should crack light oil and water into petroleum gas, which it is. And petroleum gas is going through there. We're now getting more petroleum gas. This is good. Okay. The question is, do we need to have another 2? If I did that. And if the answer is yes, is it easy to sort out? Let us try and resolve and answer that question by just doing it. So let's try it. Let's see what happens. So I'm creating more underground pipe. So that'll be the water pipe. There's the water. Then this will be the light oil. And that works. That is spaghetti and a complete mess. But it works, which is the main one. So it is producing petroleum gas. Petroleum gas is going in there. Right, this is good. So, we've now done that. We now need to pretty much do the same thing with the heavy oil. Excuse me. So, we need to make 1, 2, 3 more chemical. Actually, we need to make a lot more chemical plants. So, I think we'll have a chemical plant in like so. And we can expand it to the right-hand side if we need to. Do we need it that? Ideally, it wants to be the same layout as the other side, which should be that. That and actually that. And that's going to be heavy oil cracking into light oil. Like so. And in, out, out. Yes, that is about correct. That's about correct. Yeah, that's about right. It's about right. And then we need to connect all that up, which is easier said than done. So, actually, the connection for the oil isn't too bad, because all we really need to do is have in and out to there, and then in and then out, and then that. that connects them up. Because you don't need to connect both like outputs up. As long as you've got one output, you're fine. And if you want to, we could do it anyway. So, water needs to go in one side. We do already have a water supply here. So I'm pretty much going to copy it. More underground pipe. So, in there, out there, as I said, copying this design roughly like that. Water again, like this. There you go. Cancel that, just so I can connect up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's all the water going in. And now we need the heavy oil. So, in there, out there, and then an out, and then that is now that connected up. So if I just put that in here, that should be producing that, which it is. It's now cracking heavy oil and water into light oil, which then goes back into this tank. This is good. We don't need to do this, by the way. I'm going to turn these off. We don't actually need them to produce that at all. We don't need to crack that down because we're not really filling up on heavy oil. We're actually filling up on light oil. We need to get less of that. And turning that into petroleum gas is the best way of doing it, as far as I can tell. It looks like the production is okay. We can even expand this production further down if we want to. Just adding these now, it'll save us a lot of time in the future. What would have saved me a lot more time is if I was producing some more pipe to ground, which I am not. Right. So we need to then put in the heavy oil supply down the bottom, which again is similar to this. So it is actually one in, one out, and then just run it. So this bottom one's pretty much sorted as well. This is quite an easy one to do. Because it's just in, and then out, and then it's running it. Ooh, no, joining up like that is not a good thing. Because we've got some contamination now. Yeah, we've got a lot of contamination. This is the only way I can fix the problem, I think. There we go. They're now working. Right. So that all works. We don't want this heavy oil to be broken down. There's some more research done. Lab efficiency would be good. Do you want to go for that? It's a lot of research. It's a lot of research. I think we do, though. Bullet shooting speed we'll go for. God, am I stuck? Getting through that is a nightmare. Either way, there is a lot of chemical plants cracking down this light oil into petroleum gas. We might even need more of that. But I could always put modules in, because I know a lot of people have been complaining at me for not doing a lot of modules. What I'm going to do now, actually, is leave that. I want to go up to this main factory area. How's our actual oil? Our oil's okay and our supply is okay as well. Right. Because what I want to do is... Yeah, look at all that. Steel's just completely gathered up. There we go. So I'm just going to pick all this up here. That's a lot of steel. We don't have an overflow box. And that's something whether I don't know whether I want at the end of this thing. Like, obviously that's all coming down with steel and things like that. At the end here, what a lot of people have said is that I can come down, have a smart inserter, and then have a passive provider chest. I did a question whether that was the right one, and people did answer in the comments, but I must confess I can't even remember which one it is now. And we'll have an overflow, so that's going to pick the steel off there and put it in that box. Don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll see. A lot of steel on me now, which is good. It means I can go up to the left-hand side. And I can... How many engines have we got? A lot of engines. And we're still producing engines. What are we short of? Steel. We do need loads of engines because we need to make electric engines and such, so it is worth doing this. What are this short of? That's short of iron. There we go. And this is short of electronic circuits and I'm guessing a bit of steel. So, producing more of that. This is good. We need to go down the bottom and pick up all of this. There we are. Lovely jubbly. And then back up. Look at the speed of that. That's a lot of iron just flying down there. We haven't yet upgraded our transport belt. Like the fast one. So I might actually do that. I might while I'm here. Just picking up all of this. There we are. Right. What I was going to do. Get rid of pretty much all of them smart inserts because I really don't need them. Right. So, there's the factory closing down for the night when it's out of power. You can really tell. Look at that. Gone. If you look over the last 10 minutes of supply, it's like nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime. Just goes up and down, up and down. Right, okay, so we'll pick up all of this. All of the steel. There we go. That's all fine. Just get rid of that one there. And then we need to go back up and say you fill that up. And loads more solar panels. Right, we also need to sort out our accumulators. I've now got 130 for me, so I'll sort that out in just a moment. What I was going to do, because I think it's worth it, is run this down. Fast belt. Been meaning to do this for quite some time. And we have the capability of doing it, and we have had for quite some time. And we'll split it there. And then we'll run it across here, and then we're out. We can produce loads more though, so it's fine. There we are. I don't think this is strictly necessary, but it's something that's been bugging me and other people in the comments as well for quite some time. So I think it's worth it. Come on. We need one more. One more for there. Excuse me. Right. There's all that side. I'm sure there's one bit that I've probably missed somewhere. And obviously this bit is not fast, but I don't think I really need to upgrade that one just yet. Or do I? I'll upgrade it a certain amount. I'll just pick up all these iron gear wheels because I really don't want to make 1,000 more of them. There's been several comments saying about the future of the factory, saying like, what are we going to do? Are we going to retrofit the entire factory to be logistical robots? The answer for that is almost certainly no, because the amount of work involved is a lot, and you are pretty much simply redoing, like you're pretty much starting the game again when you do that. I mean, I have future-proofed the factory in some places, but not everywhere. So it's not really feasible for me to completely and utterly go down that route. So the answer is probably not. We're not going to redesign the entire factory. Are we going to change things around and are we going to change things around to make it like logistical robot friendly? The answer is probably yes. Actually, we probably will do that. But again, it really will depend on the work involved. If it's going to be a mountainous amount of work, then I don't really see the need in it. I don't really see the point in redesigning the entire factory just for a small bonus in places. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that is, I believe, all of the copper supply fast transport belted. I've probably missed a bit out somewhere, but that's the entire copper supply fast transport belted, I believe. I think that's about right. Right, okay. So, explosives. Actually, no, not explosives. Let's get some more research on the go. We've got basic exoskeleton. Let's all research that. What I want to do is put these solar panels in. 37 solar panels, in fact. What we're missing out on. That. Okay. So solar panels, we can put more in this right-hand side. And accumulators, actually. And you can see the accumulators are full, but we've got loads on me. I think I've got 150 odd on me or something like that. So I will get them put in but a moment. So let's run these. Well, here I'll check the gun turrets. They are... Ooh, that's only got 4 in. Yeah. More bullets, please. More bullets are needed. Okay, run this down. And there we go. Sorted. Right. And that's hopefully enough. We could run it further down here as well. Might as well. Not really doing anything with this space, so... Actually, that might not work. How am I going to power them up? I think we'll have to do that. I think I'll have to put these in first, you see. And then put in one of them. Probably there. Probably there. And then run these down. The question is, how do I get through here to that side? And the answer is that I'm going to have to pull them up, because otherwise it'll be too annoying to get through. Okay. So, still haven't got any research on the go. Personal fusion reactor? Don't know if I need that. I think we do need a bit of everything at some point. But... is there things like combat robots, follow robot count? Is it like robot speed? I'm sure there used to be. See, there's only 3 things we can't get because of what we haven't unlocked. Discharge defense, we can't go for that. Gun turrets, no. Combat robots, 2. Personal robopod, I'll make one of them. I've never actually made one. I've never had one in the game, so I will start researching that. So what I want to do now is check on... I want to make some substations. I've already got several on me, but I want to add more around here. So, what's the best place of... How are we going to do this? I think it's a case of just putting one there. And going up like that. I think that'll be about right. So, more accumulators. And obviously they're now powered off for the night, but hopefully, with the amount we've added here, this should power the factory for the rest of the night. But we'll see. It's a lot of accumulators. And I don't like the idea of this row not being put in. So we can do that. Then just have some small electrical poles running up like that. No reason why not. This area here, we do really want to clear out, I think. Because it's a bit of a legacy thing now. We don't really use it. Let's run these down like so. I need to leave a bit of a gap here for the factory or something. So now we'll put 1, 2, and 3, and then we need to connect that up like so. Alright, they're now powering up. This is good. Sick of this throat infection, that's for sure. Right. Do we want to get rid of this? We've got a lot of walls. I guess we do. We need to clear it out. Problem is where I'm going to put it. Pull all this up. There we go. Now, lifting them boxes up was going to be really fun. So I'm just going to put the boxes around here for now. Dump all of the walls in. All the bricks in that one. Yes, I know I'm full of bricks. So we'll have those full of bricks. And that full of bricks as well. Yeah, I can't even pick that one up. Because it's so full. Should be able to do it now though. Yep. And then put that one down there. So we got 2 of them completely full of bricks. 3 of them. 2 and a half. Pick these up, which is coal, and oh, I can actually pick them all up. Excellent. But I don't really want to put them down because they're just standard crappy boxes. I will put all of the coal in there. Pick this up. Put more of that in. Keep a bit on me just in case. And there we go. Right. So that is about right. I've managed to shift this entire area. I will now continue adding these in. And again, don't really care too much about the placement as long as I can fit them in. I've purposely left a gap here, but now that I think about it, I don't really need a gap, do I? Although no, it's always good practice. It's always good practice to leave a little bit of a gap so you can actually get around. So I will, I think, do that, you see. Leave a little bit of a gap because they're starting to spread out. It's not too bad when they're in a row like that, especially in an area where I'm not going to go. Like, I don't think I'll be going right there for any particular reason. So, continue on. You see these are now filling up, which is good. And I'm out, apparently. Heresy. Let's see how many I've got here. Not a lot, actually. Not as many as I thought. To there, and along. And there we go. By the way, these ones aren't connected up, so I do want to put in that, which I can walk through. So there we go, they're now connected up. Right, so these accumulators are full. What I'll do is I'll rip them up in the night, because then, we don't want to waste the electricity that's in them. We've got more solar panels there. These require some batteries, which I don't have on me, so I can easily go down and create more. That's a lot of accumulators there. And I should have batteries here. Yes, I do. So there's loads of batteries. I'm pretty much going to run around here and pick up loads of batteries. And there we go. That's fine. Steel's coming down there. This overflow blocks. Oh my good grief. Look at all the steel we've got there. That's a lot of steel. In fact, let's preemptively make a couple more of these and increase it further along. Because that's a lot of it's a lot of steel. And to be honest with you, I didn't really think we'd have that much overflow. But yeah, we do. And these are still producing. Actually, they're not producing because I haven't got anything researching. Personal laser defense, portal fusion reactor. We'll go for that one. Right. Pick all this up. Let's just see how we're doing for engines as well. Engines we are producing a fairly decent amount of. Batteries can go in there. Need more of them. Okay, so they're all filled up, them accumulators, and now they're starting to drain. Obviously, we'll be building more accumulators later on. So explosives. Do we have time to look at explosives? I don't think we have time to finish it, but I certainly think we have time to quickly go through it and see exactly what we need. I know I need some more chemical plants. I've already got one, but I'll produce a couple more. So how is our petroleum? Petroleum storage is not great. We are making more sulfuric acid, as you can see, but we're actually making more sulfuric acid than we can use. So what I want to do then is have some more chemical plants producing sulfur, I believe. Probably the best way of going about it. Yeah, let's have a quick look at our light oil. Our light oil's going down. We're really not kicking out enough light oil. We're not using it enough. We'll have to see about that later on. That's going really slow. Is it just because it's because it is actually a slow one? Might as well put some fast inserters now. Fast inserters and stuff there. That's fine. Right. So sulfuric acid's going in there. To make explosives, we have to have sulfur, I believe. Intermediate explosives. Sulfur, coal, and water. So pretty much that. No. A bit of that. That's some coal in there. And we need to have somewhere where we're going to produce sulfur. We need something producing sulfur and then something producing explosives. Now the question is, do I really want to have a separate area for it, or do I want to repurpose this? I think the answer is I want to have a separate area for explosives. So I think, because of the way this is running, I could probably not cheat, but I get away with something, which is that. That then produces sulfur, and then we need this one, I think, like so, and that produces explosives, right? So that requires coal and sulfur. So what I'll do, I'll have, it requires water going in it as well. I'll have just a standard box there. That goes out to there, that goes out to there, that goes out to there. We don't need big boxes for this. And then we need to have water going in there. So a bit of pipe work to run. So we'll have an innie and an outie. And innie, outie, and then we'll run it like that. Okay, there's water going to that. We need to do the same over this side. So we will have it going... We haven't got any more pipe work. It always seems I'm out of pipe. In there, out there and round. And this one requires... It requires petroleum. So actually, this isn't going to be too bad, because I just need a in, then out, then an in, then an... Ooh, nightmare. That connects up. That connects up. That connects up. That should technically be it. Let's see if I'm right. That creates sulfur, which it is. It goes in that box. We need... Ideally... We don't really need another box. I mean, I could just pick some coal up from there. I'm going to have to do another coal run. And just dump the coal in there. There's the explosives. That was a lot easier than I thought, to be honest with you. I thought I was going to take a lot more, but it hasn't. That now works. And I'm using a small box, which means I'm not overproducing sulfur. However, no petroleum gas. Yeah, this is taking the petroleum gas first before we can get to these two. So that's slowing down our sulfuric acid production, which actually I'm not too bothered because we're producing a lot of it anyway. I really do, I think, need to add... I need to pretty much double. See these chemical plants? I need to really increase this. Speed modules will be quite nice. Energy consumption 50%, speed 20%. Speed module 2 is required processing units. Some more research done. I really want to go for lab efficiency. Let's go for lab efficiency 5. Yeah, we'll make some speed modules and put some speed modules in here. That should hopefully give that a bit of a boost. We could also put them in the in this thing here. That's actually called On Refinery Super Sips fan _fan 3. Interesting. So maybe we can do that over there. Maybe we can add some modules there. I don't know whether we want to do productivity modules or something else. I'm not sure. I'm really not too sure. Either way, let me just pick up all this steel and then my pockets will be full. Looks like I'm getting some damage up the top, which I'm worried about because obviously last time we had a big problem with that. No. They've been damaged, but not to a great deal. Let's put some more steel in there. That also requires some steel, but we also need some electronic circuits. We'll sort that out in a second. We just put these accumulators in. Okay. Right. So they're now in. But we do need to still create more. What am I short on? Batteries. The batteries are over this side. See, these couple of things here, they're not supposed to be like permanent things. It's bits we're supposed to be able to change around when we need to. So that's not too bad. Let me just pick up all these. We are producing. Every time I've played the game, I've always had a shortage of electronic circuits. And although we have had a shortage at times, really though, because of the amount we're making, which is, what, 2, 4, 6, 12. We've got 12 assembly machines solely producing that. I don't think we really have a problem there, do we? Don't think we do. Anyway, this is a storage box. I'm just going to put a fair bit in there. And then we do want to make some more speed modules. Actually, I do need some of these, so I might as well just run along the line, pick all these up. There you go. Job done. Don't know why it goes all the way at the end there. It doesn't need to. Oh, it does need to go to there. There we go. Right. So, I think we will leave it there. Not a bad bit of building in this episode. Certainly more interesting, I think, than the last one. As I said, I did apologise for that and all that because, yeah, doing that steel was tedious. But it's been worth it because now we've got a mountain of steel, which is all good. As you can see, our basic accumulators are, well, we've got a lot of them. How many do we have? I'm guessing 400 plus. We have, oh, very close, 395 accumulators, generating at the moment 21 and a bit of change megawatts. And as you can see, that is not good enough. Because we're already halfway there, and the sun has just finally set. So the factory is going to die. The factory is just going to go about halfway through the night. But we are creating more of them. In fact, we're not creating more of them because I didn't have enough batteries. I'm going to run over here, and then I will create more of them. Yeah, now we're creating more of them. Accumulators, more of them is what we need, basically. More accumulators is good because these are going to drain, the old factory is going to turn off. But we do have more of them. Hang on. We're now producing some more solar panels. I don't know where we're going to put the solar panels because... Oh. Here's an attack. And I'm pretty sure I need it to fill this ammo up. So let me just sort this out. I'm going to put like half my ammo in it. Yeah, look at that one. That one is actually out of ammo. That one's got 13. That one's... No, that one needs some as well. Let's fix this wall. Sure there'll be some damage somewhere that I haven't noticed, but there we go. More ammo for you. I think we'll take some out of that one. We don't need that amount of ammo. There we go. Right, so we're going to leave it there. Next episode, I'm not really too sure where to go from here because we've got enough steel. We do need some more electricity. That's just something that's always going to be a problem though, because as we expand the factory, we need more. Obviously, we're using more energy and things like that. We do really need some more petroleum gas, and the only way I can really figure out, how to make it is by increasing the speed of this. Or we'll increase the speed of these. You can put 2 in each, you see. So this is going to double the energy consumption. Again, not a great thing because we're not exactly flowing with energy at the night time. But there we go. That's increased the speed of that. So that should create more petroleum gas, which in turn will create more sulfur and things like that, and sulfuric acid. Explosive-wise, we're actually we're getting a fair decent amount of that because each one of these, when I pick them up, and I wouldn't recommend you just drag nearly 100 units of explosive into your pocket, I'm going to create cannon shells. There you go. So each one requires steel plate, plastic bar, 1 explosives, and that gives us cannon shells. And then we can put them in the tank, and then we can do some attacking. I think we've just figured out what our next episode's job is. We're going to fill the tank up, we're going to get in, and we're going to drive around and shoot a lot of these smaller bases, and we might even try the big ones as well. But I'm going to have to probably get myself some shotguns, some different machine guns, because I'm just using the basic one, better ammo. Either way, I think it's going to be an attacking job, and then we can start thinking about logistical robots. Again, more energy is what we need. That's something we'll always be doing. But either way, progressing on quite nicely. As always, comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.